What are you doing?
Well, I was trying to organize the pedal closet, but then the power went out, so now I'm wondering where the Red Panda Raster is because the box is empty.
When was the last time you used it?
Probably last year because I was too intimidated by it and I put it off.
All right, well, you want to go downstairs and try to see if we can get the power to go back on?
Yeah.
All right. Come on. I think the breaker's in the back by the boiler. Is that a raster?
It's not that scary. And it's just a little guy. He's got a lot of knobs and stuff. He can do a lot, but, you know. I made all that background music using a simple sound from this and sending it through Raster, which sounds like this. Let's see who this really is. Oh, it's Mr. James.
I'm free. You guys got any rosin?
You did a great job. And
Oh,
no,
thanks.
we don't have rosin. So you gotta think of Raster like a big cake, right? Like the whole thing at once can be a little overwhelming, but if you take it piece by piece, slice by slice, it's actually really delicious. How do you cut a cake?
Just put it on top of the box. I'll just, kind of munch on it from my food.
It's easy. Look at that. Look how
Oh,
simple
no.
this is. Delicious.
That one took a dive. Yeah, give me that, please. Thank you.
If you choke, I'm not gonna be able to get to you to do CPR.
Open the box! Open the box!
But honestly, like, Raster just looks scary. But when you break it down, when you break Raster down, it's really not that scary.
Zoom into that crumble.
Is raster for everyone? No, it's not?
It's not.
Okay.
A lot of people probably prefer more straightforward pedals that look like this, with 3 knobs that do their thing, they do it well, and you don't necessarily have to look through a manual. A lot of other people prefer multi-effects units because it's one unit that does a bunch of different things, but I don't often feature them on my channel because I don't think a lot of them sound very good. I do like this one though. Multi-effects units usually have specific modes that you can scroll through and select, and within those modes, you can control basic functions of the sound. With Raster, it gives you the ingredients to build your sound from the ground up, and it lets you control things that multi-effects units usually don't let you control, and it lets you control things that you may not even know you wanted to control.
So, Em, what's your favorite sound from raster?
Probably the reverse delay sounds. So Raster kind of gives you the building blocks to make pretty much any effect that you want. You can do chorus sounds, you can do flanger, you can do ring mod, a whole bunch of stuff.
Can you give me some more? It's like all puddle now.
You can also make it sound like the Earthquaker device's rainbow machine. Once you find the sounds you love, you can save them as MIDI presets and use a MIDI preset switcher to change between them. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that's just a multi-effects unit with extra steps. But the workflow on Raster is pretty different. Each knob and toggle has 2 functions, which can be a lot. There's a video on my second channel that covers more of the controls, and it's also a no talking demo if that's your thing. But for now, let's explore, let's have some fun, and let's see what Raster can do that other multi-effects units can't. The feedback knob can be turned up to the infinity symbol so that the repeats go on forever without self-oscillating or growing louder and louder. If you want it to grow louder and louder, you can go past that infinity symbol, but for now we're gonna stay there. You can set Raster so that the mix of repeated notes goes up and down. So as you play, there's like a wall of repeated notes that fades in and out. Another thing I discovered with Raster is that I can set the delay speed to slow down while the pitch also slowly shifts down so that it sounds like my notes are melting. Raster can also do stereo pitch shifting delay, so I'm going to set one side to drop an octave and one side to go up an octave so that it will ping pong back and forth. Sometimes you can even just set Raster to do things that you don't really even know quite how to explain. They just sound cool. And that's okay because you don't have to explain what it's doing because you're not a demo artist like me. So you don't need to. You could just have fun with it. You're good?
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Red Panda for sending me the Raster. It's really not that scary. And you don't have to know everything about a piece of gear in order to enjoy it. You can still have fun with it. And you can grow with it too. So I think that's really nice. Remember, Raster's your friend. That's actually fucking terrifying. Perfect. Ew, ew, ew.
It looks pretty good. You can't even see his face, really.
Wait, take the flashlight. You gotta look good. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.